All right, guys, Lonseal, Lawn Coin, there's a lot of different derivatives out there. First, what is it, right? It's a rolled sheeted vinyl flooring that's used. And there's other applications where you'll see it used on, some of the different wall structures or whatever, and some conversion vans. We've got quite a few different options that are out there, and I want to talk through some of the different uses, the pros, the cons of that. We've historically had a couple different colors and material types here at Teak Isle, and have used them both on the OEM side for different applications, and then we sell some stuff on the retail side. So talk about the different uses of it here for the retail side.
Yeah, for the retail side, we use it in some, the bottom of some glove boxes as like a non-skid material to kind of help protect your phones, wallets, keys, things that are going in there. They're not sliding around, banging around quite as much. It's just a little bit nicer than the starboard, bare starboard. It is a material that has to be glued down. So we do have to glue it down inside that glove box. But even in our own manufacturing warehouses, we use it for the workstations. A lot of the workstations have the lawn coin, which is a specific type of the Lonseal that has a little bit more non-skid built into it. And that's at each workstation that we have across all of our facilities.
Awesome. Yeah. So, we're using it also on the OEM side in a lot of cases for flooring when we're building larger boats down below deck.
Right.
We're building the actual flooring substrate and then putting that lawn coin over the top of it to go down into the boat. Yeah.
Or maybe it's the teak and holly Lonseal, something along those lines that really matches with what ties in with what's going on in the interior of the boat.
So in reality, it is basically a comparable alternative to your EVA PE blend peel and stick application, like your C-decks that are out there, or shark deck,
or even if you do sheet laminate in your house is a similar example. If you're going to do or sheet vinyl flooring, it's the same sort of thing. It can be used in your home. We're using it in the marine space, and like you said, the van conversion market is a big player in that as well.
Right. So like you said, a replacement for EVA foam, but also like faux teak decking.
Right. Yeah, exactly. We have the teak and holly. We have mahogany in ambulances, like that ridged profile in the floor of an ambulance, or the gangways. If you're going onto an airplane, that's all Lonseal.
Awesome. Yeah. So there's a ton of usage for it. And I think, speaking about where we can compare it to some of those other alternatives, right? If a guy was going to go down and redo the floors in his pontoon, right? There's a couple different options we offer. Lonseal, Lawn Coin, of course, being one of them. You've got our Shark Deck, C-Deck brand that you can put the EVA foam on, or alternatively roll Tough Coat. So, in that case, let's make some pros and cons against this versus the other. What would you see maybe in the pontoon application, the pro versus the con of using some of these other alternatives?
Yeah, I mean, one of the major pros of this is you roll it out, you glue it down, and you're pretty much done. Now, in the case of a pontoon, you're not really super concerned about your edge finish because you're going to have a frame going all the way around the pontoon boat, or you're going to have furniture sitting on top of it. Right. Maybe you have one strip that you're going to put an edge finish on for your walk-through doors. Maybe one at the front, one at the back, but it's going to be a very short amount of distance.
The same like as for flooring in your house, right? You need a transition strip from one side to the other. So that is I would say a con if you look at it from a Shark Deck or C-Deck standpoint, that it's peel and stick. You lay it down. It's got the edge profile already beveled into it. Tough Coat, you roll it on. You don't have to worry about that.
And probably in terms of pontoon, one of the carpeting would be a little better that we offer. I mean, they have a felt backing on most of them. The Lonseal it doesn't have a substrate. It is just a 6 mil sheet vinyl roll.
Yeah, so
it's not as comfortable.
It's not as comfortable, right? That would definitely be a big difference between one or the other. Again, we're using it a lot of times in flooring on the OEM side for the boat builders interior, right? That's another thing that we need to talk through. Is there's a lot of different, versions.
We have a lot of different lines. Some have a top coating, some don't. So they're indoor, outdoor, or some are strictly interior use only. So it just depends on which style that you are looking at.
Yeah.
How do you know the difference between when it's top coated or not?
It's just a little more shiny. It's like a urethane or some type of material seal over the top of it. And we try to call out like it's a top seal. And on most of the product pages, we do say interior use only. And if you look at the application, like installation guides will have an interior application or installation guide versus an outdoor marine use installation.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the really unique thing is that similar to most of the other materials that we're using here, this is a sheeted material, which means we can throw it up on the router beds and cut different designs out of it, right? And the big play for that on the OEM side, of course, is the flooring kits, but retail opens us up to other industries as well. And you look at the conversion vans that are just ripping in the market right now, and our availability to work with somebody as a supplier to say, okay, send us the Rhino file or the CAD file of your floor, and we've got this material on hand, and you just tell us how many you need. And it's as easy as them getting it, dropping it over the wheel wells, putting some adhesive on the bottom of it, and they're good to go. And again, in the vans, we're seeing it being used also in a vertical application.
Yeah, if you want an accent wall or some sort of decorative feature, and then going back to the cutting point, we can cut like the steps, like the inserts for the steps, and then there are some profiles that come in the 8-foot roll widths that are designed to be used in the van market. So you could just get a length of that, lay it down, install it flat, and then get the step profiles cut out custom from us.
Gotcha.
So the two different widths that we have are 8 foot and 6 foot.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah. So, I think, we want to do our job to our customers and kind of really talk through some of the cons as well. We've talked some of it's the interior, exterior. You got to make sure if you're going to use the right one. Do we really feel good about the fact that it's going to hold up from an exterior standpoint as similar as a tough coat or woven fabric carpeting that we've got on there? Is this really primarily for interior applications, would you say? And that kind of trumps it over one or the other? Or?
I think it depends. I mean, if you have to do a trim piece around the edge in most cases, or you need to install it in some place that edge is going to be covered up because it's going to be an unfinished edge. It's just a big rectangle that needs to either be seamed together in a larger piece or just finished off in some way. But from a wear and tear, I feel pretty comfortable saying, it's a pretty long-wearing, long-lasting product.
Awesome. Good. Well, good stuff, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you.